Good morning. It feels actually crazy setting up this tripod for the first time in however many months it's been since I last tried to make a video. So here we are in my little living room. Got my Greek yogurt for breakfast. I've got my coffee in my little mug that is the same set that was my mom's. This morning I just felt really inspired to, that sounds stupid, doesn't it? I felt like I needed to, honestly, start somewhere. I need to start somewhere. Bringing back my creative process and trying to resurrect myself, I guess. I don't know if that sounds ridiculous to you, but if you've ever been at rock bottom, if you've ever been at a place where you felt like your life was ending, then this video is for you. If not, keep scrolling. You don't need it. It's fine. And maybe you will need it someday and you can save it and come back. This video is for myself and for anyone who has ever felt stuck and felt hopeless and felt like maybe God left them for a season, which I know is not true. Dang, I'm already getting in tears about this. This is not. I know the Lord wants to speak something and I'm just open. So basically, without getting into too much detail, it's okay. Tears are okay. My life has kind of gone to heck in the last year or so. My health has really gone downhill. I had some church trauma dealing with a leader that absolutely hurt me and was not acting right, and I felt rejected from a community. Within a few months of that, my health started to go downhill, and last summer I went to a few different specialists and doctors, and it's really interesting being in your 20s in the cardiologist's office with a bunch of old people looking at you like, why are you there? So I ended up getting diagnosed with POTS and PCOS, and I know for sure that there's some other stuff going on in my body that has not been diagnosed yet, has not been figured out yet. So it's been a year full of Google searches, full of reading books, full of looking to other sick people and asking what their symptoms are like, really trying to pay attention to my body and figure out what the heck is going on, what's wrong with me. Then right before Christmas, as a result of my health going downhill, I had to make the decision to stop working. I am a piano teacher, a guitar teacher, a voice teacher, and sometimes songwriting lessons if anyone's interested in that. But I have been doing that for a couple years now, and that was kind of my, not necessarily my end goal career, but a really good thing that I was hoping would last a long time, that I'm good at, that I like and really enjoy investing one-on-one in people and children and adults. Anyway, I had to give that up because I was not able to consistently show up at my best or consistently show up at all. Since that happened right before Christmas, I've just been really sad and felt really purposeless. The cherry on top of that, in March, my brother died in a car accident, and it was really violent and really scary. And there was a time where we just thought he was missing and we didn't know it was him. And then it was just a whole long thing, but we know for sure he's gone. We were able to have a memorial and celebrate his life, and yeah, it's just a lot. It's a whole lot. And for the last few months since then, since March, it's June now. No, sorry, it's July now. What the heck? Basically, I've lost track of all time and space and anything that matters, and have been completely at rock bottom. Of course, I know that God is good. Of course, I know that He's shown up for me in that. But that doesn't make it any easier to go through. Holy crap, cat, you can't mess with that. Don't do that. Anyway, yeah, that's just a short little piece of what's been going on with me for the last little while. So yeah, I made a list of goals that I have had for some time that I've been slowly working towards. Some things recommended by my doctor and some things that I just think are personal goals for me. I really want to start consistently working towards, even if it's just a little bit every day. So the first thing on my list is actually, and it has been for some time, but I really want to start cracking down on myself and being consistent. The first thing on my list is to prioritize fiber and protein in my diet. I'm finding out that if I focus on things that I want to prioritize rather than things that I want to eliminate, that helps me better, because it's a lot harder to say, don't eat sugar, don't eat carbs, than it is to say, oh, I actually should probably eat some scrambled eggs with sausage or some Greek yogurt and honey and a banana instead of a slice of pizza today. It's easier to focus on what you should do rather than what you shouldn't, and there's something psychological in that. The second thing on my list is really to be more consistent with my working out and my exercising. This is a hard one for me because with POTS, I'm really limited in what I can do with physical activity. I spend a lot of my day sitting. On flare days, I spend a lot of days lying down, stuck in the bed or stuck on the couch. What I need to do with that is I need to work with Pilates-based exercises, and that way I can build back my strength and recondition, because my goal is not necessarily to lose weight, although I would love that. My goal is to build back strength and to recondition and build back practical functional muscle, because I've lost a lot in the last 6 months. The other thing that was personal for me was to really focus on worship, prayer, being in the Word, and journaling, because I think I've been suppressing a lot of emotions and a lot of grief and a lot of trauma. And I know this because it's easier for me to distract myself by watching other people's stories, like watching a lot of true crime, drama, documentary, that kind of thing. Shows like Criminal Minds or like Dexter, or I don't know, not that I'm recommending those necessarily, but if you like them and that's your thing, cool. But watching a lot of stuff like that, even the YouTube channel Cults to Consciousness, things like that, where I get to kind of tune out my own story and really just feel the emotions of other people and listen to their stories. It's made it easier for me to cope. But what I need to do for my own mental health is really focus on processing my own mess, my own trauma, my own story. I need to really work on journaling. And then another thing on that list was to find a good therapist, which has definitely been a struggle for me. I've had therapists in the past that were really great, really sweet people, and really good intention, wanted to help me, but they just looked at me and thought, oh my gosh, she has really extreme anxiety. When in fact, I am autistic, ADHD, and probably have some complex PTSD in there, as well as now chronic illness. So anxiety is not the full picture. Anxiety is a part of it, but it's caused by all these other factors. So I really desperately need to find a therapist that I connect with that understands me and my complexities and my neurodivergence. That's another thing on the list. And the one therapist that I have really been wanting to see apparently has a super long wait list. So I need to really just pray and ask the Lord and keep searching. Okay, so the last 3 things on my list are: I need to have coffee with a friend, just because it's good for the soul. I need to be creative on social media again, because that's another thing where I'm social and I can connect with people that understand what life is like with chronic illness and neurodivergence. The last thing is going to be the hardest thing for me, I think, and that's going to be to work on the album. So before all of this started, I had decided to record an album, and I have rough tracks for all but one of the songs that I want to record. I have them all in a folder, and really I just need to start hacking away at it. But the thing is, I write songs about mental health and faith and relationships. So a lot of those songs got like 1,000 times harder to hear myself sing, much less to sing, after my brother died. It's really going to be a challenge for me to get back in the headspace to where I can work on that creatively without sobbing. So yeah, I really just want to get back to being my creative self and my happy and healthy self, and doing the things that fulfill me and bring me life and bring me joy. And I know that I can't do that on my own, so I'm asking the Lord for help. So anyway, that's the journey we're going on, and hopefully I'll get to show you some of those things as I work through them. And there will probably be some more awkward crying moments. Sorry. But for me, this journey is about honesty. It's about unmasking. It's about getting back to who I'm really meant to be. And hopefully we can do that together, if that's okay with you. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And if you've watched this far, you're awesome. So let's go. Okay, I just grocery shopped, and this is what I have eaten for breakfast just about every day this week. And on top of that, I'm planning to meal prep some bacon and some eggs and maybe some more sausage just to have that around. I've also really enjoyed using protein shakes either in my oatmeal or in my coffee as creamer. And that's helped to add some extra protein and extra fiber into my breakfast. as well as actually some vitamins and electrolytes, which is super nice. So here are my snack ideas. I've got some beef jerky that's about to expire. Got to eat it up. Got some peanuts that Jonathan's really been enjoying that I need to eat more of. Popcorn, always a good option. Apples and peanut butter is a great snack. And I get really snacky in the day because I try to eat like smaller portions and more often so that it regulates my blood sugar. It helps with lots of things. Anyway, I'm trying to go low carb, but I do like to make fresh salsa, which I'm about to make later today. And I've got these, which are super good and high in sodium, which maybe for regular people is not good, but for me, with POTS, sodium is really important, sodium and electrolytes. So for lunch today, my plan is to do a salad with chicken and Parmesan, creamy Caesar dressing, and I might eat a couple pickles on the side for the salt content. And sometimes I like to eat the same thing for lunch every day or the same thing for breakfast every day. So I'll probably be eating a lot of this. And then for supper, my plan is to use this chicken as well as some whole wheat tortillas, some refried beans and tomatoes, and leftover taco seasoning, and make some quesadillas. Oh, and of course cheese. Cheese is important. And I just got these as well for some electrolytes throughout the week because they are my favorite flavors. And the best electrolytes are the ones you will actually use.
You said you wanna hear the song I sing, and you want my heart to be the offering. So when I have wandered off and don't trust me, I can call out to you, and you will be just a prayer away. You alone can purify my heart. That's why I'm bringing it to you. You search me and you see my every thought. You know me better than I do. You said you wanna hear the song I sing, and you want my heart to be the offering. So when I have wandered off and don't trust me, I can call out to you, and you will be just a prayer away. I'll never be too far gone, never too weak or strong to need your love. And what you've done for me, I am held in your hands. So why would I try to stand here on my own when you've always got me?
Chapter 8. The whole commandment that I command you today, you shall be careful to do, that you may live and multiply, and go in and possess the land that the Lord swore to give to your fathers.
You say you wanna hear the song I sing, and you want my heart to be the